And at the end of the day, you really got to sit back and you look and you say you got to respect it because everybody's allowing him to do it. Mm-hmm. He has not been penalized. And from the looks of it, he's not going to be penalized for the things that he's done. Right?
Right.
So that's what I'll say as far as entitlement to him. I can't even be mad at him because the world has allowed him to do it. He keeps showing you his ass.
But you know what?
And everybody's still kissing it.
He has people that's just like him, and
that's in a position of power for them to be feeling entitled.
But you know, even his followers, they feel like even they may not even be in a position of leadership or something like that. They might live in like I ain't gonna say, but anyway, they're following him. They feel like they're entitled as well. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shoot. I'm Sade.
I'm Nina.
And today we're going to be talking about entitlement, privilege, just a slew of things that's been going on in the world today. As we talk about the presidency, you know, the election that happened and Biden winning, but he still can't get in.
Trump not accepting.
He's not conceding at all, and he has this giving this people a sense of false pride and saying that he's won and to muster up telling Georgia to muster up 11,000 votes. That's all he needs so he can win his election. He won the election, but he needs 11,000 more. Just go back and go grab him for him like he can just grab him out the sky. Mm-hmm. So this is like an entitlement issues, you know, he have where it's all he's right and it's always for him. It's just always something for him. I mean, it doesn't matter if he has to walk over your head or nothing like that, you know, all that. It just don't make any sense. And it's sad that we have people in the world that's like this.
Right.
And it's just like they're right all the time. You're nothing. You just, hey, I don't.
They're right all the time. Like what?
Everything they do is
and
perfect.
So that's speaking on entitlement.
Entitlement, yes.
Okay, so entitlement as far as Trump, as far as white privileged or entitlement as the rich.
I think it's all the above.
Entitlement as I don't know, police.
I think it's all the above.
Okay.
Because when you're sitting there in a different like on a pedestal, a leadership, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Leadership should not, even if you're in leadership, you still have to answer to somebody else.
Okay.
And when you feel that you're above the law,
you have to answer to the group, right?
Yeah.
You have to answer to your cabinet. You have to answer to your table. You have to answer to your team.
Isn't that
right?
a part of being a team player?
Right. But when you're entitled, entitlement is you're going to do what I say. When I say do it, you're going to do it how I'm saying do it. Nothing can be compromised. We're not building. I'm the team. I'm the one and you're the peons. That's what entitlement is to me because, okay, for instance, Trump says, I lost. Y'all say I lost. I say I didn't lose. Mm-hmm. His whole entire family knows that he lost, right? But the ones that are still feel like they can't move, his son and you know the daughter, and you know they feel like they can't move. Well, that's their father. They're gonna feel they better be loyal to him, right? Mm-hmm. Because there would be nothing without him, right? Mm-hmm. So the ones that still have to kiss up to him, mm-hmm. they're gonna do what he says do. But the other family members, the niece, right? Mm-hmm. And was it the sister or was it just the niece? came out and said that, hey, he could barely even read or write or whatever when he was young. His ambition got him to the places that he's at, right?
Yes.
He took this world and wiped his feet all over it. He done wiped his feet all over it so much that you got these fools that sit up here and as allowing them to do it. Republicans and Democrats, it doesn't matter. He doesn't care who he has to step on to get to where he wants to be. And at the end of the day, you really gotta sit back and you look and you say you gotta respect it because everybody's allowing him to do it. Mm-hmm. He has not been penalized, and from the looks of it, he's not going to be penalized for the things that he's done, right?
Right.
So that's what I'll say as far as entitlement to him. I can't even be mad at him because the world has allowed him to do it. He keeps showing you his ass.
But you know what?
And everybody's still kissing it.
He has people that's just like him, and
that's in a position of power for them to be feeling entitled.
But even his followers, they feel like even they may not even be in a position of leadership or something like that. They might live in like I ain't gonna say, but anyway, they're following him. They feel like they're entitled as well. Now, just going back, like when we were having all those riots or peaceful protests. The peaceful protest in the daytime was nice. We talked about what they wanted to talk about what they want for this country to overcome, but they want to say, well, why they all up there protesting and stuff for? They ain't got no reason to be protesting, but now it's the other side, the white counterparts or whatever. They're out here protesting, saying it's illegal votes.
Okay.
And then bum rushed the White House.
Right.
Now, we had like some black people go up to the White House or to the Capitol building.
Right.
And what happened? They were stopped right there at the steps.
Right, stopped at the steps. Yeah. You ain't even making it on the grass if you was black. But today, history today, in the history books today, all those protesters that were white made it inside on the floor.
Do you hear me?
On the floor. Sat
in Nancy Pelosi's seat.
Yeah.
And kicked his feet up on the desk.
Exactly. Took a picture. Exactly.
Come on now.
So that is
it's so disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, but let me tell you, that's because there's no control in the world, right? The government is trying so hard to focus on race and depopulation. The respect is gone. Look you allow a reality TV star that had no political background, right, to even become the president. Come on, people. This is America. We're supposed to be the land of the free for all, right?
Right.
We're supposed to be the greatest place to live. Not to say I don't know anything about anywhere else. So no, I'm not saying, I want to live somewhere else. Hell, you brought my ancestors over here. So this is where I'm at and know about. My point, what I'm trying to make is, if there was respect, nobody would even want to bum rush the White House, to go up in there to disrespect and take no pictures.
Right.
It was wrong. Even if I don't agree with majority of the politicians that are in the House period. That's in Congress, period. That's in legislation, period. I do not ever want to get to a point where I feel like I want to go up and disrespect.
Yeah, I wouldn't
that. But let me tell you, that's because majority of the people that are of Caucasian descent have the entitlement issues. We're not just speaking of Trump. They felt that they were entitled. Who's gonna do anything to me? Who ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me? Boom. What did they do? They all made a goal and they set out, and that's what they did. They went and bum rushed the White House today. And it more and more shows that it's not of black people to be animals, disrespectful, out of control. We never show that until we're pushed to that point. Mm-hmm. And no, nobody's perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
I see some black people out there.
There's some black people that's disrespectful. I'm not saying that, but majority is not. But just like we know, had it been, like you said, black people entering those steps, everybody would have been laid out. Bodies would have been all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at what point does Americans stand back and look at it and say, it's just a mess? It's just a mess. The United States is constantly being laughed at, especially with the coronavirus. Now you got a whole nother virus coming in. Then you got the vaccines coming in, and the vaccines aren't working, and sometimes it's working, and it has to have a second part to it, and the second part is late. And it's just like all the entitlement and respect, it goes hand in hand. It's so disrespectful. Mm-hmm. Today was very disrespectful.
Yeah, we're living in a scary world right now. And as I was sitting back looking at it, I'm like, wow, I've never seen anything like this happen. What's going to happen in 2 weeks? How is Biden going to even, what is he going to get handed over? You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's not something that will have this world into a war with another country, you know? And that's the thing that should be sticking in the back of our heads, that we got to make sure, are we safe in our own, are we safe?
Yeah, but what can we do about being safe? What are we able to do? What is the suggestions to it? Because it's just like, who we choose to have in the White House is how the world is ran. The world isn't ran by one man. Mm-mm. The world is ran by government. It's not ran by president.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. The world is ran by Congress, mm-hmm. legislation, mm-hmm. right? The world is not ran by the president. The president takes orders, right?
Right.
He's just the voice. Mm-hmm. He's just the one that stands up there. He's the one that stands up there and says what it is, right? After they state their opinions, after they make the rules, they run the world. Mm-hmm. It's not the president that's doing anything.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So the president doesn't have as much leeway as Congress does.
Right.
Right? The House of Representatives, the Senate, that's who is running the world. Mm-hmm. So I feel even on just a lower level, right? With them, as far as the police goes, right? Mm-hmm. We're of police to where there's the defund the police, or should we have give them back their money? What do you think about that? Give them back the money, where they've taken away so many different programs. All these different programs have pulled away from the police because they constantly keep killing. Mm-hmm. It hasn't stopped or slowed down. They still haven't made anything into law yet that says how they should handle a situation, right? Mm-hmm. They still haven't hit the pockets of the police to say, okay, if you kill, it's coming out your pension.
Right.
If you kill, it's coming out of your paycheck weekly.
They just need to learn how to...
unjustifiably.
Right. Learn how to de-escalate first.
Right.
Before they get to that point.
Instead of kill.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you feel about the verdict with the officer in Wisconsin not being charged with his murder? Shooting.
His assault?
His assault, shooting.
Well, we knew that was going to happen. Mm-hmm. In Kenosha. Yes. It's a small white town. It's in Wisconsin. It's definitely racist. Mm-hmm. So, that was anybody could see that. The thing about it is they always want to pay their way out. If they're always paying their way out, they rather pay you to be miserable, to traumatize you for the rest of your life, mm-hmm. versus preventing you from having a traumatized life.
Yes.
All of that could have been prevented. 7 times in the back. What for?
That's overkill.
In front of his kids for what? And then on the on the rebuttal end of that, the kid comes up all the way from miles away with his mother. His mother walks him into, a protest.
I think he's back in jail, isn't he?
I don't know if he's back in jail or not, but the kid is a kid.
Right.
So it's like, how much responsibility is on the parent?
It should be a lot of responsibility on the parent. You took your son to go be violent with a pistol, like you took him with a gun, to go supposedly protect the police, but the police didn't ask for you to protect them. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. That goes back to privilege. That goes back to privilege. Mm-hmm. That goes back to respect.
Entitlement.
You definitely felt that you was entitled, and guess what? Apparently you are, because you got out. You were able to bond out, regardless of who put the money up or how you got out. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm saying. Do you think that as a black woman, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, do you think you'll ever see the times of you being privileged in any way?
No.
Do you feel like you're privileged in any circumstance?
Oh, no. Not privileged at all.
Would you want to be?
No, I think...
No,
not really.
You say no, but do you say that because you haven't been and you can't miss what you haven't had? Or?
Exactly. You can't miss what you haven't had, but then in the same token, if I was privileged, I don't think I would be abusing it to the point of disrespecting others.
Now, is that for the love? Is that for the love of all people?
For the love for all people, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because when you grow up and it's like my family taught me how to respect others, respect yourself, right. And if people respect you, it just goes hand in hand, right. And to trust people, you know what I'm saying? If if they after that they mistrust, you just leave them alone. Don't have hard feelings against hard feelings against another person. Mm-hmm. Love people, have peace, and be kind, and that's how I grew up. In a loving home.
But when do you get tired of that?
You do get tired of it. I mean, I've been there before. I got tired of it, but you know what? When you got God in your heart and you pray and ask God to forgive yourself and forgive those, you won't even think about them people no more. The situation.
Yeah, you don't think about it, but it always seems like it's one ignorant, privileged piece of shit that's always coming to mess with you.
Oh, yeah.
You can be in Target. Mm-hmm. Somebody wants to cut in front of you, walk too close to you, walk up on you in your space, be rude, not say excuse me. You could be walking towards a person. Now tell me this, when you're walking towards a person, you could be all the way over here to the left against the wall, right? Against walking down the aisle. The person will still try to come on your left side. Where are you gonna squeeze at?
Right.
In between the cart and the shelf. Like, what are you doing? You're making me move out of my way. I just stand there.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I just stand there and I hate it. I can't stand it. And it's always rude people that do stuff like that. Or you'll have the ones where you're driving down the street, minding your own business. You got somebody trying to speed and hurry up. I just let them go. I'm not in that much of a hurry. I'm not going to weave in and out of the traffic to beat you. Guess what? And then we end up being in the same spot anyway. Right. You're speeding and driving. I'm speeding and driving. It's like, for what? What for? I don't get it. I'm not going to say I'm one of those people that's going to... that is easily forgiven. I try to be humble. I always have to pray about it. I always try to make sure that I'm not disrespectful to nobody. Try to make sure that the kids aren't disrespectful. Teach my kids to do right. But you can do all that teaching, and all that being perfect, and they're gonna do what they want to do. And it's still gonna be an asshole to come disturb your peace, being a peace disturber, always. And usually, the people that disturb your peace is someone that has constant broke problems. Yeah. right? They want to take you outside of society to make you either get locked up or to lose something.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, it's real rich entitlement people that, oh, you're in my way, so I'm going to run you over.
So have you ran into anyone that's had entitlement issues in prison?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yes,
God, isn't that the worst?
Yes. And it's like, why do you got entitlement issues in here? What is this going to get you?
Right. I mean, I've done, let's see, it was this, oh, gosh.
Where is this going to get you, honey? This ain't getting you nowhere. This ain't doing a dang thing for you.
Yeah, I know it was a lady.
Not nothing.
I think she murdered her husband. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, she just had the most just entitlement. Like, everything had to go her way or no way. I'm like, wait a minute. You were here for a long time.
Right, yeah.
You should not be acting like that. And then she was kind of racist in a way. And I'm like, oh.
Well, did she have lots of people, rich people, sending her money on her books?
They were well off.
Yeah, so she probably had them telling her she was gonna get out, and she probably felt like she was beneath then to be, in prison to begin with. Well, if you felt like you was beneath then, you didn't stop yourself from committing the crime that you committed, because you the same now.
Yeah.
You the same. You in here with the under the barrel people,
right,
as they would say, and over the top. I mean, there's no you're the same in here. We're all a number.
Yeah,
everybody's a number. So get in line, baby. You don't never get to, ain't no first in line all the time. You get in where you fit in up in there.
Oh yeah.
I don't care, federal or state. All of you is the same, and ain't nobody gonna treat you no better. No. Actually, they gonna treat you worse.
Yeah.
You walk around there acting all high and mighty with your nose in the air.
They'll break you down.
Somebody's plotting on you.
They're gonna break you down in prison.
Somebody's plotting on you might be plotting on you to kill you, but they're definitely plotting on you to destroy you, to take something away. Like I said, to take something away from you. So never, ever allow nobody, I don't care who it is, it always pays to be humble.
It does.
It always pays. That pay is big when you humble. That pay is big. That pay is billion trillionaire status when you humble.
Yes, it is.
And I love it. When I sit and I think about, many times I could have acted out of character and I didn't. And then you look at the people that you could have acted out of character with, and you did and you don't. Yeah. I often appreciate that about myself.
Yes.
What did you do when you was in there that prevented you from being a earth disturber?
Well, you know what? I always kept myself busy. So I didn't want to be an earth disturber. I just wanted to stay out the way. And then another thing, I kept on going into the law books, the law library, to try and get up out of there, girl. So I didn't have time to be an earth disturber.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So
That's
I'm like, I'm trying to get out of here. I don't care what y'all got going on in this place. I'm trying to get the heck up out of here, the fastest thing smoking.
Right, for sure.
Shoot.
Yeah, it's always like that, though. It's always like that. When you a peace of mind in there, I say the things I used to do in there to give me a peace of mind. I constantly crocheted.
Oh, yeah.
I constantly created. I wrote books. I wrote my 2 books in there. While I was in there, I completed them. I had more than 2 books in me, but I was I ain't gonna lie, I was it's social media is the big thing now, but back then it was BET and MTV TV. I stayed on BET and MTV TV.
Oh yeah.
TRL and 106 in Park. Rap City in the Basement. That was my era. I'm telling my age.
Right.
Those was the programs that I stayed on top of because I wanted to stay in new with the now.
Yes, and you know what's going on. And
and by me
new
being,
fashions and all that stuff.
Right, by me being in the and I stayed with all the latest magazines. Every single magazine from the
Source,
to
King,
Source,
King
XL,
XL,
Double XL, Triple XL, whatever. I stayed with those Don Diva, the Feds.
Oh yes.
But I kept my Elle magazine, Vogue magazines,
I had
W.
red.
I kept.
Then I would get an Ebony sometimes.
Ebony magazines, the Essence magazine. I kept every single magazine that it was to have.
When you're thinking about magazines now, they're not. They don't have the physical magazines like Ebony,
like
and
they used
Jet
to.
and stuff like that. What they used to.
No.
So are they online or
They're
they just
online?
Obsolete.
Maxim magazine. Yeah.
Okay. So how are the inmates getting those books now?
Oh, you still
Those
can
magazines.
go. You still go to Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
And pick up those magazines. You still can get those magazines and send in physical copies. They're just not as popular anymore because even the prison system is converting. I mean, look at the prison system. You have JPay for the state, right? To send the family members money, pictures, and letters.
I think they could get the
and
magazines.
then core links for federal.
Right.
Federal is core links.
Yep.
Right? And so I don't know if they're allowing them to do online subscription through core links and through JPay. Right?
But they order books though, I think, and audio.
They can order books and audio through Amazon, right? But it still it's still in the prison system. It's still through the prison system. So the prison system is still trying to allow the inmates to have some type of normalcy, right? Because it's a big business for them. It's a big profit.
They get a
for
profit,
them.
yeah.
You know, they have the MP3 players where they can listen to all kind of wide range of music. Wide.
As long as they pay for the music.
As long as your family members can pay for the music. You could buy it with the music and you can download the music on there. You can go on the YouTube. They let you go on the YouTube. They block them for a lot of YouTubes that they're not able to go in and download.
Okay.
But they'll let them go in and download the interviews and stuff on their MP3 players.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's in the federal system, right? Okay. Now, I don't know how it is in the state.
I don't even know. I had to do some research on that one.
Yeah.
But I know they have MP3 players.
Yeah.
And they can download music because I will order my husband music.
Right. And then so they would... In the state, do they have? I know they have the TVs in the room, right?
Right. You can order. You have your own. Well, purchase your own TV.
Yeah. Well, see, in the feds, they don't have that. They have TV days. Yeah.
Get out of here! So you don't have your own personal TV?
No. We used to have TV days. We used to have where you could you have to trade your TV days off. That's how I know Alice real good. The one who Trump, had pardoned and Kim Kardashian got out. That's how I know her. Because she used to come to us and say, hey, y'all can have my TV day. I just want to watch church at this time. I only seen that lady watch church and news. I never knew how much time she had.
Really?
Never knew how much time she had. And I know her from the beginning.
Wow.
I know her from when she first walked in the door.
What?
Yeah. Me and her was on the same unit. They said she had life.
Oh, my God.
But guess what? She did the 20-something years or whatever, and she got out. I know her from the moment she walked in there. I never heard that woman say, not one time, I got life. She never believed that in her heart. What you believe in your heart and soul, you will receive.
Yeah.
She got out, and look who got her out. The biggest reality star. Her payback was super huge.
Yeah.
Out of all them years that time could have ever did for her, that big old, she's hooked up with the biggest reality TV star, biggest star. One of the biggest stars on this planet.
Right. God
did it for her.
And she has advocated for other...
Oh, yeah, she just got, 4 more other girls released from prison.
Wow.
Right? That she was in there with, and she asked Trump. You see what I'm saying? She didn't get arrogant. No. She didn't get entitlement. She didn't forget.
No.
She came back, reached back, and got her a program. She got a program, too. I don't know what it is yet. But she got a program, and she got those other girls out as well. Wow. So that's what I'm saying. She didn't take her position and wipe her feet with it. She laid the carpet down and brought her friends along on that red carpet. Come on, get over here, get you some. And y'all is... Pardon, as they would say.
Okay, pardon.
They could go get them
apply
a gun.
For any job.
They can get any job.
Government.
It's
anything.
Wiped off. It's wiped off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that if that ain't love and if that ain't friendship, I don't know what.
Okay.
But that's a beautiful thing to even take yourself and put yourself in a position to be better, to boss up like that. That definitely was a boss up.
Yes, it was.
That definitely was a boss up. Like, so, yeah, definitely we tapped in on entitlement on all levels. From the top to the bottom, from the rich to the poor, you know?
Yes.
Definitely tapped on respect and disrespect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as to the top with Trump, where the people just come in and just, you know, his people, the Republicans, just go in and just be disrespectful, go all up in the White House or whatever. You know,
what's it? Capitol building.
The Capitol. That's what I'm saying. Go all up in there, disrespect them, all the way down to who he let out, Alice, you know, to the poor people. You let them out, that's respectful. That's respect, much love, you know? So thank you for tuning in today, for letting us give you our insights on entitlement issues, respect and disrespect. And guess what? You all have to have respect for something.
Yes.
Whether it's self-respect, or disrespect. You gotta have respect for something. Definitely. Or somebody gonna make you.
Yes.
Yes. So you always want to give it. That's my opinion on that. I always want to give it, no matter who or what it is.
Yeah.
Give the person respect. Because ain't no such thing as re-respecting, right?
No. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shoe. See you next week, baby.